Hi, everyone. Are you struggling to find your purpose in life and nothing feels quite right? Don't worry, we've got you with a whole new perspective on purpose. Let's talk about it. Are you tired of just getting through the day, especially when you know you were meant for more? I was too. So I started a journey to bring more joy to my life and create a life that I actually loved every single day. Join us as we'll take this journey together, celebrating our failures, being inspired by our successes, and laughing with each other along the way. We want everyone to be able to look at their lives and say, I created a life I love. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to I Created a Life I Love.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Kristine, and this is Janette, and we hope you are having a wonderful day. It is gorgeous where I am. How about you, Janette? What's your day looking like?
It's actually a little stormy. It's a little weird. There's a big storm that's happening in the Sierra Nevadas, and I feel like we're receiving a little tail end of it. So it's like super windy right now.
I got you. That was us yesterday. So maybe it's coming from us to you. I don't know if it's going east.
Yeah.
In that direction. But yeah, today it rained through the night. It was so stormy. It was really cool. I love storms. I mean, growing up in Minnesota, the rainstorms and just cool weather, I love it. It just gives me energy for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, and it is gorgeous today. Hope everyone is doing great. We are still on our month of gratitude that we're talking about. So we're really excited. Because today, this was something I have struggled with forever. And having this new kind of mindset and outlook on this issue has changed my life completely into searching for something to having it be more internal instead of external has been key for me. So our topic today is purpose. And if you're out there searching for your life's purpose or what to do with your life, all of that, we have some really cool insight. And I just love this topic. But let's start out with what's up? What's up, Janette?
So I've been practicing my gratitude, and I have been, practicing it with my husband. And
that's cool.
Yeah, and sharing that gratitude. So I know in a previous podcast that we talked about, the importance of sharing it with others. And we just had a great moment of wow, our new community that we live in is just amazing. It's just so welcoming. It's so nice and calm. And, just the different activities around here are just awesome. So there's a Frisbee hockey course, and there's tons.
Wait, Frisbee hockey?
Well, not hockey. Oh my God, I totally missed
the Frisbee
golf course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, wait, I've heard of Frisbee golf. I've never heard of Frisbee hockey, although they're doing everything. Did you see they're now doing a tennis baseball? Have you seen that?
It's a pickleball, yeah. Is it pickleball?
No. Tennis baseball on a baseball field. No, not pickleball. That's what I'm saying. They're doing all this crazy stuff out there right now with sports. So when you said Frisbee hockey, I was like, okay. I'm from Minnesota. I grew up on skates. So let's go. We did everything on skates.
Hey, that would be a cool invention of a, different sport.
Yeah. So I was trying but I saw this thing on, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram, something where, that they play baseball with tennis rackets, but it's on a baseball field. And so then you hit. Crazy. I have no idea. It looked crazy to me, but so that's what I was thinking. But I've actually played Frisbee golf. I loved it. We had, I think it's fun. It's just fun to be out in nature.
Yeah.
But so they have one where you are.
And they have tons of trails, and it's just you don't really feel like you're in the desert, but you still have that backdrop of the Red Rock Canyon. So it's just so nice and calming. And I really appreciate, all the work that my husband and I did to find this place. So it's pretty cool.
And it's so cool that you're sharing it with someone, right? As we tell you guys, we're not just talking about these steps and going through this, we're doing it with you. So we're trying it, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So that's why we love your feedback. Make sure you're emailing us at icreatedalifeilove@gmail.com because we're reading them. We're getting your feedback. We'd love to share your stories as you're on the journey with us. So email away. Let us know how you're doing. But sharing gratitude, it was one of the things we talked about last week or the week before. So that's very cool.
Yes.
I had a tough phone call. So for me, what's up is I had a tough phone call this week. So it was really hard. It kind of hit me out of the blue. So first of all, I guess I should mention the health information since we are on this cancer journey. So this week is finally the first week I'm feeling back to me a little bit. I mean, I'm still really sore. I'm still limited in, how I can move in certain ways. But like just overall health-wise and energy level, I am like finally feeling like it's, I'm getting there, like big steps forward. And it's an amazing feeling right now, like the level of gratitude that and energy just have. Maybe you guys can feel it through the screen, but just like oozing out of me right now, just because I don't have to go into another surgery.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's always hard, right? I do have one more procedure left that I won't be able to do till July to let my body heal again, but it's minor, it's small, and much less than the last, the 3 major surgeries I had to have and procedures. And so anyway, the level of, I don't know, just freeness that I feel of not having that kind of, okay, you're going to heal, but then you're going to have to go back into a surgery and start all over. Like it's been a lot, right? It's because you go through one surgery and then you heal as much as you can, get as strong as you can, and then go back into another surgery. And then you heal as much as you can, and then you're right back in.
Yeah.
And so that just plays on you mentally, right? Like I've had to be really strong and like really focused on my gratitude and my purpose and like what I want out of my life and the joy that I want from every moment of my life. Not in 3 months from now, but right now, today. And it's a little bit of a struggle. It is hard when you know you're going to be going back into surgery. So this time, knowing that I'm healing for hopefully a long time, right, for the foreseeable future, and that there's not a big major surgery that I know when I have a date happening with me that we think because I'm now cancer-free, that it should be, we shouldn't have another one, that it's just such a freeing. It really is. You don't take it for granted. I will tell you that. You don't take your health for granted when you've gone through something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy that you're going through it and you're, but it's also giving you that opportunity to really enjoy life and create the life you love.
Yeah, no, it's exactly it. Like I would not change anything. I have learned from every single moment. I've become a better person. I've become more empathetic. I think my humor and my sarcasm is at an all-time high. So that's a good thing in my book. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And the people I've met have been absolutely life-changing and incredible. So I have zero complaints and only, gratitude and love for the journey. One thing I was going to say that I'm really working on this month too is that my time alone now, I've spent so much time alone being at home. I've really come to just love it. I've done a lot of creative things. I've done a lot more writing. I've done a lot of self-reflection. This time alone has been absolutely just such a precious gift. And I highly recommend, as we keep talking about on this podcast, is that your journey, like you have to know you. You have to be the creator of your journey. And the only way to really start doing that is to spend some time alone, to get away from all the other voices, to get away from, all the input that comes from social media and just friends and family, and spend some time alone to really know what really brings you joy and what you really want out of your life, because it's different for every single one of us. But my struggle this week was that I did get a phone call from someone that it just broke my heart. They were really, really trying to push their agenda and what they want and their beliefs. And we don't align on that, but it's still someone who I love and respect, right? And it wasn't even about politics. It was about something else. And I love them and respect them. And, we've gotten along, we've had rocky moments, but we've gotten along well. But this came out of the blue. Like, I really thought our relationship was at a place of really high mutual respect and letting everyone be on their own journey, right? And respecting that people see things differently and not trying to push your ideas or your agenda on someone else. Let them live their own life. If they ask, that sounds great. But if not, it just kind of hurt me. It just was really kind of a sad moment, but I had to really stop after the phone call. And I didn't get mad. I didn't do anything. I just kind of shared that how great it is that our relationship is respectful both ways and everyone respects everyone's views, and kind of just said it that way. So the phone call ended fine, but I just hung up going, gosh, I wish that didn't happen. And so I really had to practice the whole non-judgment about the situation and just going, okay, wait, stop yourself. That happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So where am I maybe still trying to judge somebody else? Like, is it reflective of something I'm doing? Which a lot of times it is. People come into our lives and their actions kind of reflect something we might be doing somewhere else. And so I had to really sit down and say, okay, I'm not going to judge this as good as bad. I'm going to let my feelings happen. I felt hurt. So I sat for a minute, sat outside, meditated for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then said, okay, now I'm going to release those emotions and see, can I learn anything from this conversation? Is there anything I can get from this? And I came up with a couple things. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I did come up with a couple of things that maybe I could learn from and really make sure and watch that I'm really being open with everyone around me, right? And accepting and supportive of everyone around me. So that's what I tried to take away from it. But yeah, it was one of those moments, right? That life brings us these situations.
Throws you a curveball. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your chance to learn, right? So right here with you, people. So that was my moment to learn. But I think I'm pretty impressed with myself, because normally I hold on to those emotions. I do. It's tough for me to not feel like I'm hurt. And I'm kind of upset that they did this. And, your brain starts going and riles you up. So I'm really proud of myself that I didn't let my brain go off the track this time.
Yeah, that's really good, because you can definitely go into dark places.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. And you can destroy the whole relationship. That's what my brain will do. My brain will just, within 5 minutes of my brain running on its own, I'll hate that person just because of all of the situations it built up. And it's like, wait a second, this has been a person in your life for decades. One conversation or one thing they said, you don't know what happened to them right now. You don't know what preempted that conversation. Let it go. Give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did it. And, so I'm hoping next time they call, or next time I call them, will be, good as rain, bright as rain, as the Matrix says, right? Isn't it the woman, right? It's the really smart woman in the Matrix that he goes to see. She goes, you'll have this cookie and you'll feel right as rain.
Yeah.
I always love that.
Yeah.
I love
that movie's amazing.
It's so amazing. By the way, I've started quoting more movies again, because I'm watching different things right now, having been home, and I'm just now quoting movies all the time again. All right. So here we go. Our quote. Let's move on to our quote of the day. We have a couple, because talking about purpose is a big topic. So Janette, you want to go? You want to read one? Pick one. Which one's your favorite? I couldn't pick, so I gave us 3. So what do you love?
I'll just start with the first one. Everything you have experienced has been purposeful. It has brought you to where you are now. You have a collection of experiences to use as stepping stones to take you where you want to go. From Dr. Iyanla
Van Zandt.
Van Zandt. There you go.
Yeah. Dr. Van Zandt. She was on Oprah. She was on a lot of different shows for a lot of, but I just love this because the fact that it says everything you have experienced has been purposeful. And I think that's so what we're going to talk about today, in the fact that everyone's out there looking for some external big purpose when everything you are doing right now is purposeful, has meaning. So I love that. We have two others, one from Deepak Chopra and the other from Eleanor Roosevelt. So Deepak says the purpose of life is the expansion of happiness. And Eleanor Roosevelt says the purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly without fear for newer and richer experiences. So to me, this is everything. So I really love Eleanor Roosevelt's quote because, again, it's going back to what Dr. Van Zandt said, in the fact that everything you are doing is purposeful. Like, you can make your life full of purpose by making each moment purposeful. And that is living your purpose. And I think people have confused it. So let's talk about it a little bit here. So first, why. We always go to our why. Janette and I, being educators, we would do this with all of our lessons with students and making sure that they understand why they even are learning what they're learning. If you don't have a why for it, it's not going to sink in. We know that. And it's not going to mean anything to you if you don't know why it matters. So go ahead, Janette. Do you want to do our quote about our source? So we went to some scientific sources and talking about why finding purpose is important.
Sure. Research indicates that having a purpose in life is good for the mental health. For example, having greater purpose in life was significantly associated with lower levels of depression and anxiety. Some research indicates that purpose in life may build greater resilience after exposure to negative events. This is from Purpose in Life Can Lead to Less Stress, Better Mental Well-Being from psychiatry.org.
Yeah, I love that website. And I think this is such a cool study. This is really interesting research. This is really pretty recent. I think it was the research, an article was done in 2023. And so it's really cool. Again, if you feel that you have meaning, right, which is what purpose is, if you feel that you have meaning, instead of just going through your day and you're not connected to something, I think that it just is a struggle. It doesn't feel right. I think people feel it inside when they don't feel like they have meaning or purpose in your life. So I think it's, amazing how this is talking about stress level going down, your anxiety going down, and how it really affects your mental health, which definitely affects your physical health, right? With your stress levels that we've seen and all of that in recent years, how stress affects your whole physical body. So I think that's great to understand and know that. So my reasons, I guess I'll go first. The reasons why I see it as being hard is what I struggled with. I had it very confused. And so this has been, like we were talking about, how mindset, living a grateful life is different than having moments of gratitude. It's a mind shift that you really have to be in a state of gratitude and be waking up in the morning thanking God, the universe, however divine, however you see it, for your life, and be grateful for what's happening for you in your life consistently throughout your day. For me, this was a mind shift about purpose because I kept looking externally for some job, for some career thing, for some purpose that was outside of me. And so you think that purpose is this noun, right? This thing that you're going to find. And what was the shift for me is that everything I do in a day can be done with purpose. And that comes with doing it in a way that you enjoy it, respect it, are grateful for it. You are fully immersed in each moment of the day. So it's about having that, moment to moment awareness, being in the moment, right? Living in the moment, not your head thinking about the future or the past, but actually being in this time that was given to you You are given just this time, and you are given each day, each moment in your body, in your personality, in your life. No one else is given it the exact same way that you are. So knowing that and being in those moments for me, and that by respecting those moments and really living them to the best that I could be in each of those moments is what the purpose of being here is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so important to be in the moment. Crucial because you get stressed out. And like for me, I think just even, you need to find a purpose is like stressful. And a lot of people, harp on just like, oh my God, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And then I sometimes hear that's kind of like where life crisis, like midlife crisis happens, quarter life crisis happens because they're just so busy, go, 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 go. They just forget like, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And then it trickles down to like a depression and, like because they reflect, I haven't done much, or X, Y, and Z, or I've always wanted to do this and I never done it. So it's definitely important to be in the moment and to understand that you do have a purpose day to day.
Yeah, and I think it just takes it away from being this huge, big external thing that you're trying to find. I mean, I see so many people out there doing it with that goal. And if you're going out there in life, right, and you're trying all new things and you're trying to figure out what you like and what is joyful to you, that's it. That's fantastic. But if you're out there every day trying to find your purpose, like that's stressful. Like that's the exact opposite. And so the whole purpose is that it keeps the universe, God, everyone, like if you continually study and read, the whole purpose that it keeps coming back to is that every moment is purposeful. Every moment can be aligned with your intention to create a life you love. And if you are doing things that are joyful and meaningful to you, and they are bringing you joy and making you happy, it will continue to take you down the path where you are having more joy and doing more joyful things. Like I said, when I started this journey, I had no idea what this was going to be. No idea. Podcast was not part of it, when I started this. I was just doing it in my bedroom all on my own while I was healing. And step by step, as I've stayed in the moment and put myself out there and tried all these new things and moved away from judgment and been more curious and grateful and presently aware of each moment, more opportunities just keep coming to bring me more joy, to do more things. And that's what'll happen on your path. That if you are living with purpose in each moment and have that intent, then your path it'll unfold in front of you. And I didn't believe that. That I really did. I was like, oh, what the hell, man? This is not going to happen. I didn't. I was like, these people are crazy. But I was wrong. Like it did. Like this exact path started to unfold because I was focused on my journey and finding out the best way to align myself with gratitude, joy, and love. And every moment that I did that, cool new people kept coming into my life. Cool new ideas kept being put in front of me. It all started when I said, I am going to be purposeful about how I live my life. Purpose comes into your life. That's how that works. It's not out there. You have to decide that you're going to live purposefully. There we go. With purpose. And more purpose will come into your life. You will feel that you are living a life with meaning more and more every single day, which is what is just so amazing to me.
Yeah.
That I didn't think that would happen. And it did. Yeah. It definitely did.
Yeah. And for me, my breakthrough moment too was that there's more to life than just a career, because I feel like I was just so focused on career, and constantly just trying to do better, be better, go, be a teacher, be a program specialist, be an administrator. And, in that journey, it's great, that I reached these high levels and stuff. within my career. But at the same time, my mental health was struggling, my relationships were struggling, and I wasn't living a purposeful life. I was living a life for a organization. You know what I mean? And that's not a way to
You're
live a
not
life.
alone. There's a
And
lot
I
of
did
people
get
out
the
there doing
opportunity
that.
to really enjoy, certain things. Don't get me wrong. Like, this career has given me lots of funding to enjoy extracurricular activities. However, it was just really stressful on a day-to-day, very stressful.
Let's be very clear. Like, we're not telling everyone to quit your job.
No.
I have a job, right, that I do also separate from this. And so no one's saying that you have to quit your job to live a purposeful life. But what we're saying is, if you take every moment and make it about what your intent is, what your goal is to bring more joy into your life, so you give each moment meaning. That's what we're telling you to do in your life right now. It's not some far off, I'm searching for purpose and it's out over there. We're saying bring purpose in, just like we did with gratitude. We're saying bring purpose in and make each moment have meaning for you. And so you can do that through all these different tools that we've been giving you each month. Like, we started out by talking about how to make your life more joyful and how to personalize your life and wake up to your favorite song, or make sure you're drinking your coffee from like your favorite coffee cup, and make sure you're giving self those moments, even when look, I've been the stressed out single mom, working and going to school and having two girls. And so I know that there's many times minimal time in a day, but what we're saying is you can find those moments that you're bringing yourself joy, that you're giving meaning, and then they start to expand and become more in your life. And so even when you're doing it at your job, and it might not be a job you love, you might think, oh, this job isn't my purpose, this isn't my meaning in life. That's fine. But until you can get where you want to go as you're creating that life and getting more joy in your life, you can bring meaning to the moments when you're at your job.
Yep.
And so that means bring yourself joy when you're at that job. Bring gratitude into that job in some way, shape, or form. What I've done recently is like my connection with the people I'm working with, even though the job might not be exactly what I want to be doing, the connection I've made with the people there and the way we laugh, the way we can bring joy to each other has just uplifted my spirits greatly and brought in more meaning while I was there. And if I can make someone else laugh and feel good while I'm there, then that's giving me meaning too. Because again, this is all staying true to bringing me more joy in my life. And when I have more joy in my life, it spills over to everybody around me, right? You bring more joy to your family. You bring more joy to your kids. All of that when you have more joy in your life, but you got to bring it to yourself first. So we're just trying to get you guys trying to flip that switch from looking externally for purpose, and instead bring that purpose into every moment you're already doing.
It's so important. So what are the actionable steps?
Well, I think some ideas that we have is that my idea, at least anyway, for me, that helped me have this breakthrough, right? Where, as I said, this has been me for sure, looking for my purpose outside, externally for years. And the first thing was to get quiet and be in silence. So whether that's in prayer for you, or in, sitting, listening to music, or just, without words, or if it's listening to meditation, whatever you need to do to kind of get yourself quiet, get your mind quiet, and then sit silently and really listen to yourself about what brings you joy, what makes you happy, what gives you meaning, and kind of gives you energy, right? Because we all know those moments when you get more energized and those moments when you feel drained. And you want to really be able to start honing in on when you feel more energized doing something.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. What's the second one? So another one is, do you want to talk about the second one?
So find paths where you enjoy the journey the work, not the destination. And like we said this before, it's all about the journey. And even if you fail through the journey or if you succeed through the journey, failure is a part of it, right? So, and it's okay to fail and it's okay to, go through those downs because that's the enjoyment part. Just be silly, enjoy it, and be in the moment. So that is step number 2.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think the biggest thing for that, for me, is that will tell you what you love. Because like working out, for example, like if you want to be like my daughter, I'll use her as an example. She wanted to be a college pitcher in softball, right? So I said to her, you might never get there. You might never get recruited. You might get recruited. We'll do everything we can. But I'll tell you this much, you got to make sure you enjoy the work, the practice, and all of that you do every day. Because then you're not going to look back and go, oh, I did all that work for nothing because I never got there. You're not. You're going to be, I loved being with that team on the field. I loved being with my pitching coach and learning and doing it, right? It's the journey. It's the work that you have to love. It's not about if you get it, right? So if there is something in your life that you're working toward, really make sure that you're not working toward the end result, but that you do really love the work. And that is where you're going to find the meaning. That's where you're going to find the purpose. Whether you get to the end result or not, it's not going to matter because you are going to so in love the journey. And you're going if you have respect for that journey and give it all that you can with purpose and do it with purpose and meaning, trust me, you'll have an even better end than you could have imagined. But it's about that journey that, whatever work it takes to do something, you got to love the work.
And that's such a great thing to share, your daughter's journey, because those moments are so special and so precious. And it's good that for her to really enjoy that journey and reflect on that.
Well, because you spend hours doing something and hours working toward it. And like, if you're not enjoying that time, you're really going to, and you don't get the end result you wanted, right? That you thought you should get, you're going to look back with regret. And that's what you never want to do in life. So you want to know that, look, I just love doing it. Like there's a number of things in my life right now that I'm doing. Like I write a lot and I write a lot of different things. Will any of my writings or what I have turn into something amazing, right? And be like on the New York Times best-selling list? Maybe, maybe not. But am I going to stop writing? No, because I love the writing, like the process for me, the working with a partner, the talking about it, me being able to express myself and share ideas. I love the process. I love the work. It's not work for me. That is something that gives me energy, gives me joy, and gives my life purpose, that is who I am. So again, that all connects back to it. Whether something comes from that or not, that would be great, but that's not why I'm doing it, right? So again, that's what you have to remember, and that will keep you connected to meaning for sure. The last thing is, if you go at everything with joy and gratitude, as we were saying, more things just keep coming. If you go into every moment with your purpose, like my purpose has been very clear since I started this whole journey, that I want more joy in my life. So that means laughter. That means being silly, as you were just saying, Janette. That means, finding whatever ways to have fun, to be grateful for every moment that I am alive on this planet and acknowledge it and see it and be aware in those, as many moments as you can. No one's perfect. We're doing our best out here. But when you do that, more purpose comes into your life. More meaning keeps coming into your life as you're making sure that every moment you are living does have meaning to you because you're staying true to your intention. It's just amazing how more and more purposeful moments will come into your life.
Yeah. And experience and enjoy and explore it. That's the biggest thing, is exploring things, that brings so much joy and gives you the opportunity to really, try different things if you wanted to do that, or maybe just go deeper into what your purpose is, and really getting that moment to learn. So it's so important.
I love it. We do have a number of our digital tools that we do every month for you guys that can help you with this, that can have you looking, at these type of things, and a digital page where you had to write down, make sure you know what your intent is right now. If it's to have more laughter, more fun, more gratitude, more love, whatever part of your journey that you're on and whatever your intent is, it helps you stay focused on that, right? When we get caught up, as Janette was saying, through the day, you just get working in an organization or for a business, and you start forgetting that it's your day too. Even when you're working for someone else, it's your day, and you can bring your intent to your job wherever you are.
Yeah.
What was your moment of joy this week, Janette? Talking about joy.
So definitely, sharing that gratitude with my husband. I think it was a moment that I will always reflect on because, and we were even to the point where we're like, if we ever do purchase a house, it would like this community that we live in is perfect. There's other great communities, in Las Vegas, Nevada that are great too. But for some odd reason, it just feels like home already, which is great. Yeah. So
that's going to make me cry. That's so cool.
I'm creating my life, guys. There's a couple of things I need to work on, like finding employment, but still there.
It's
still
all
lingering.
a great.
Yeah.
All a great change. But that's so cool because I know, and those of you that have been following along with our podcast from the beginning, like you were very nervous about moving and very nervous about going into a whole new neighborhood and leaving all of your friends and all of your family behind and starting over. And it's not easy to do that. And I just think it's great to see the process. And it's so inspiring to others that might be thinking of making a big change that, don't let those fears, don't let that nervousness and stress or anxiety stop you because look, in just a, short couple of months, like I never thought you would be using like this feels like home or saying, using the word home about, there so quickly. And that's just such a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I
know.
My moment of joy this week is definitely that I have been so creative as I've started to feel better. Ideas and topics and things I just wanted to write about have just been, like I said, kind of pouring out of me. And the energy has just been through the roof as far as, a lot of times when I write, I have to take a break and then stop and let things kind of percolate and then come back to it. And it's been much more just bam, bam, bam. Like so many ideas in my head. It's been really fun to have time right now as I'm finishing up my healing before I go back to work to use this time to be as creative as I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And to have all these great ideas that I wanted to write about just for the joy of creating for me. And it's been really fun. It's just kind of when everything, I feel like I'm in that flow as they talk about, right?
Yeah.
Like I really see my life as being like a river and we put all these rocks in our own way to make it bumpy. Let go of all those rocks and move them out of your way and do the work. That flow feeling is just really cool.
I love it. I love the flow feeling. It's the best.
It doesn't happen all the time, right? We're all human. No one's perfect. We block ourselves all the time, but I'm trying to do it less and less. All right, everybody. Well, we have our Monday meditation minute. So again, please use those this week and make sure that you are putting yourself first, right? That you have your intent for your day. You have your purpose and meaning for the day, whether it's bringing yourself joy, laughter, whatever it is. We know how busy and crazy the day gets. So take these, they're literally 1 minute, but take 1 minute and stop and visualize yourself, where you want to be, doing what you want to do, and really start bringing yourself back to making sure you are on track for creating a great day for yourself, right? Even if it only is a minute, and use it maybe 3-4 times throughout the day, but use them away. They're all as shorts in YouTube. Don't forget, again, also to be a member, join our group, and get our ebook for the month, which goes over all of this stuff in more detail. And you also get digital pages that go with every week to use and to kind of break this down and really think about how you're going to bring more meaning into your life and make all your actions have more purpose. So use those. And then what do we have up next week, Janette?
Next week, we have Unlocking Your Creative Potential.
Oh, yeah, we're on creativity next month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So today is our last episode on gratitude. And I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm so excited for next week because there's so many ways to have fun that we're going to be talking about to lighten our topic a little bit. So it'll be good. So creativity starts next month and that'll be fun. Yay. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day and go out there and create a life you love.
Bye, everyone.